At the beginning of the movie, we see the master of the Demon Slayer Corps visiting the graveyard where many fallen Demon Slayers are buried. The master himself is not in good health and says that soon he too will be buried among them. The scene shifts to Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke. Inosuke sees the train for the first time and mistakes it for a monster that eats people. Zenitsu tries to explain it to him. Eventually, the three of them sneak past the police and board the Mugen train. Soon, they meet Rengoku, who is happily eating. Rengoku immediately recognizes Tanjiro, and Tanjiro introduces himself and his friends, saying they've joined the mission to support him. Tanjiro sits next to Rengoku and takes the opportunity to ask about the Hinokami Kagura dance, which his father used to perform. This was his fire-breathing style. Rengoku says he's never heard of it, which disappoints Tanjiro. Rengoku explains that fire, water, wind, stone, and thunder are the 5 fundamental breathing techniques, and all others are derived from them. Rengoku then asks Tanjiro the color of his sword. When Tanjiro replies black, Rengoku laughs and says he's never seen a black sword user become a Hashira, but tells Tanjiro not to worry, he'll train him himself. Tanjiro thinks Rengoku is a bit strange, but feels he's a good person. Inosuke, full of energy, wants to race the train, but Zenitsu holds him back. Rengoku warns them to stay alert, as demons could appear at any time. This shocks Zenitsu, who thought they were heading towards the demons, not that demons would board the train. He becomes scared and thinks he shouldn't have come. Rengoku explains that over 40 passengers have already disappeared from the train, and several swordsmen were sent, but also vanished. That's why he's here now. Soon, a conductor appears to punch their tickets. His appearance is strange. After checking everyone's tickets, he moves to another compartment. Suddenly, a large demon appears. Rengoku uses his flame-breathing first form to slice off the demon's head in one move. Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu are amazed and become instant fans of Rengoku, flying around him like excited kids. He senses another demon nearby and quickly eliminates it with the second form. They beg him to become his students and train under him. Rengoku agrees, but none of them realize this was only the beginning. They all soon fall into a deep sleep. The conductor rushes to another car and tells someone, "I've done my job. Now give me my reward so I can see my dead wife and daughter." A disembodied hand responds, saying, "If you did well, you'll also have sweet dreams." This is the hand of the Lower Moon Demon, who uses blood demon art to trap people in dreams for eternity, eventually killing them. The demon gives sweet dreams to the victims while sending 4 children into their dreams to locate and destroy their spiritual core. If the core is destroyed, the person dies in real life. Tanjiro dreams of being back in the forest with his younger siblings. He hugs them and goes home, where his whole family is alive. At first, Tanjiro is confused. Then he starts believing his family's death was just a dream, and this is reality. Meanwhile, the demon responsible is shown on top of the train. His blood demon art had started working the moment the conductor punched their tickets. Zenitsu dreams of a peaceful life with Nezuko in a flower garden. Inosuke dreams that he's a lord, and Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Nezuko are his servants. Rengoku dreams of returning home and telling his father he's become a Hashira. But his father shows no emotion and tells him he's still mediocre. Rengoku's younger brother appears, asking how their father reacted to the news and saying he too wants to become a Hashira. Rengoku replies that their father wasn't happy, but tells his brother to follow his heart. Meanwhile, in the dream, a girl ties her hand to Rengoku's and searches for his core. She enters his subconscious, full of flames, and finally locates the core. Just as she's about to destroy it, Rengoku instinctively grabs her neck in his sleep. His survival instinct is so strong that he can defend himself even while dreaming, but he's still trapped in the dream. Tanjiro is enjoying life with his family, but eventually notices something is wrong. One day, while fetching water, he sees his reflection telling him that this is all a dream, and he must return to reality. Tanjiro finally accepts that this is a dream, but he doesn't know how to wake up. Meanwhile, Nezuko wakes up and emerges from her box. She realizes something's wrong and tries to wake Tanjiro, but he doesn't respond. She gets frustrated and headbutts him, injuring herself. Then she uses her blood demon art, fire-based, to burn the dream. The dream version of Tanjiro catches fire and reappears in his Demon Slayer uniform. His family is frightened and doesn't understand what's happening. Tanjiro says goodbye to them and runs off. On the way, Nezuko appears and tries to stop him. His whole family also appears, making Tanjiro emotional. He wishes this dream was real, that he could have lived with them peacefully, making charcoal and never touching a sword. But reality is different, so he cannot stay. He promises to always remember them and runs. But even now, he doesn't know how to wake up. Suddenly, he sees his father, who tells him to draw his sword and that the way out is close. Back in the dream, the child who entered Tanjiro's mind locates his core, but finds it so peaceful and pure that he hesitates. Meanwhile, Zenitsu and Inosuke easily overpower the kids in their dreams, who were sent to destroy their cores. They don't want to lose their beautiful dreams. Listening to his father, Tanjiro picks up his sword and realizes how to escape. Taking a huge risk, he slashes the dream, which finally wakes him up. He sees that Nezuko is the only one awake, and the others are still asleep, tied by ropes to some kids. Tanjiro realizes this is the work of a demon. He frees himself and tells Nezuko to burn the ropes of the others too, but they don't wake up. Meanwhile, the kids under Enmu's control wake up and try to fight Tanjiro, begging him to let them return to the dream world. Tanjiro easily defeats them, but one boy, after witnessing Tanjiro's kindness, refuses to attack him. Tanjiro then goes to face the demon alone. Using his sense of smell, he tracks Enmu to the top of the train. Enmu is surprised that someone escaped his blood demon art, but isn't too bothered. Enmu taunts him, saying, "Wasn't the dream I showed you good enough? Want one where your father is still alive?" This enrages Tanjiro. Enmu realizes his master ordered him to kill Tanjiro, and if successful, he'll receive more blood, potentially making him a higher-ranked demon. Now motivated, Enmu prepares for a deadly battle. Tanjiro unleashes water-breathing 10th form, Constant Flux. Meanwhile, Enmu reveals his true form. He has merged with the train itself. His body now stretches through every carriage, making him nearly impossible to kill. Tentacles of flesh writhe along the walls and floor, attacking passengers and trying to consume the demon slayers. It's a terrifying sight. The entire train has become a demon. Tanjiro teams up with Inosuke, who's now fully awake, and the two slash through carriage after carriage searching for Enmu's neck, the one place that can still kill him. But since Enmu is now part of the train, finding the exact spot is no easy task. Inosuke's beast-like instincts help him navigate the maze of flesh and metal. Finally, they find Enmu's neck bone hidden in the engine car. Tanjiro and Inosuke launch a fierce, high-speed attack, but Tanjiro, still recovering from his earlier injuries, struggles to keep up. He pushes past the pain, remembering his family, his purpose, and the promise he made to Nezuko. With a burst of strength, and Inosuke's help, Tanjiro lands the final blow, slicing through Enmu's neck and causing the demon to shriek in agony as his body dissolves. The train derails from the destruction, crashing in a violent explosion. But thanks to Rengoku, who wakes up just in time and protects everyone, there are no civilian casualties. The immediate threat is over, and the passengers are safe, or so they think. Suddenly, the air grows heavy. From the shadows emerges an overwhelming presence. Akaza, an upper rank 3 demon. He smiles confidently and tells Rengoku to become a demon, so he can grow stronger and live forever. But Rengoku refuses. "I'm human. I will protect people until the end." Akaza attacks fast. A huge fight begins. Their punches and sword slashes shake the ground. Akaza heals quickly from every injury. Rengoku keeps fighting with all his strength, using his flame-breathing techniques, one after another. Even when his body is wounded, he doesn't give up. Tanjiro and Inosuke watch, amazed and afraid. They want to help, but the battle is too fast, too dangerous. Rengoku uses his strongest move, flame-breathing, 9th form. His sword burns bright as he goes for Akaza's neck. Akaza punches through Rengoku's stomach, but Rengoku holds him there, refusing to let go. The sun is rising. If Akaza can't escape, he'll burn. Akaza panics. He breaks his own arms and runs into the forest. Tanjiro shouts after him, calling him a coward for running away. But the fight is over. Rengoku falls to the ground, badly hurt. Tanjiro runs to Rengoku's side. Inosuke and Zenitsu follow, their eyes full of tears. Nezuko tries to stop the bleeding by using her powers, but Rengoku gently stops her. He knows he doesn't have much time left. He smiles at Tanjiro and speaks softly. "Go to my family's house," he says. "There are records about flame breathing, and maybe something about your fire technique, too. Tell my little brother to follow his own path with pride. And tell my father to take care of himself." Rengoku's eyes begin to fade. In the golden light of the sunrise, he sees a vision of his mother smiling at him. "Did I do well?" he asks. "You did," she says. "I'm proud of you." With that, Rengoku smiles one last time and quietly passes away. Tanjiro and the others cry. Even the people arriving to help bow their heads in respect. Soon, news spreads across the Demon Slayer Corps. Some Hashira cry, others stay silent, but everyone knows. Rengoku was a true hero, protected every passenger on the train. He fought bravely against powerful demons and didn't let fear win. Even the leader of the Corps, who is sick and weak, says softly, "He did well. He shined like a true flame." Tanjiro wipes his tears. Rengoku's death is not the end. It's a light showing the way forward. Tanjiro promises to become stronger, to master his fire breathing, and to protect others just like Rengoku did. He walks forward, heart burning with determination.